Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Hello, my name is Heather Knight, and I have the privilege of serving as the, oh, there we go, it's on.
Okay.
I'm Heather Knight, and I have the privilege of serving as the Scoutmaster of Troop 117G. On behalf of, should I just talk really loud?
Go ahead, I think you just...
Great, I got it. On behalf of Troop 117G, I would like to welcome you to the Eagle Court of Honor ceremony for Shea Downer. Right now, I would like to introduce our Masters of Ceremonies, Aiden Joshko, Eagle Scout from Troop 71.
Will the audience please rise? Color guard, attention. Color guard, forward march. Color guard, halt. Color guard, prepare to post the colors. Scout salute. Color guard, post the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Scout sign. Please join me in the Scout law. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. The Scout oath. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty, to guide my country, and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. And the outdoor code. As an American, I will do my best to clean my outdoor manners, to be careful with fire, to be considerate in the outdoors, and to be conservation-minded. 2. Color guard reform. Color guard forward march. Color guard halt. Color guard at ease. Audience, you may be seated. Alright, so hello everyone, just like to introduce myself again. My name is Aiden Joshko. I'm an Eagle Scout from Troop 71, and I have the honor of serving as your Master of Ceremonies for Shea's Eagle Court of Honor. Color guard, rise. Will you please escort Shea to the front of the room? Thank you, color guard. So I have been asked to talk about Shea and to recognize her accomplishments throughout her scouting career during this special day of recognition for her. I want to start way back to when I first met her. This was the summer of 2022 during National Youth Leadership Training, or NYLT. She and I participated in the same course, but we were in separate patrols. Every now and again, we would run into each other and chat, but my first vivid memory of her was when her patrol was presenting their quest for the meaning of leadership, their quaffmalls. It is basically when each patrol performs and demonstrates their knowledge from what they learned during the course throughout the entire week. Typically, the quaffmall is based on some sort of movie or TV show or something, some kind of pop culture. And Shea's patrol did the Avengers, except she was Batman, and did a Batman voice for the entirety of the skit. And I remember this because of how funny and loud Shea was. And I truly think that is the greatest memory, the greatest first memory I have of someone. A year later, we were both asked to staff NYLT, and this is when our friendship started to first flourish. We were always in the same position as the other, just in the other troop. She was a troop guide when I was a troop guide. I was a quartermaster when she was a quartermaster. And I often think back to our time when we were the Assistant Senior Patrol Leader of Troop Guides during this past summer. One of the responsibilities that was assigned to us was to sit down by the patrol campsites and wait for the troop guides to be done with the whatever task they have to do. Those nighttime talks that Shea and I had while we were waiting for everyone else to do their job, and for specifically the participants to go to bed, which did take a long time, were one of the only constant I had during that course, and is something that I truly did look forward to every night. And here we are now, able to celebrate the accomplishments of Shea that she has done and what she will do in the future. For Shea's Eagle Project, Shea chose the Forest Preserve District of DuPage County's Wildlife Conservation Center as her beneficiary for the Eagle Project. Out of the many projects available the Forest Preserve had to offer, she chose to build 12 squirrel nesting boxes, and those boxes doubled as a place for squirrels that were brought into the facility to basically be cared for before being returned into the wild. Once the squirrels were strong enough to be returned to the wild, they were transported in Shea's boxes, and the boxes were attached to trees as shelters for these squirrels. Shea created the kits for each of these boxes by pre-cutting boards, pre-drilling and preparing hardware bags for each single one of them. When the day came to assemble the boxes, she demonstrated assembling these kits to all the scouts who attended her Eagle Project. When it was all finished, it took less than 5 hours to assemble 15 squirrel boxes, eat, lunch, and clean up. Shea chose this project because of her love for nature, and it was age appropriate with minimum adult help and minimum costs. As for Shea's rank advancement, she joined Troop 117G on February 7th, 2020, from crossing over as a Weeblo from Pack 140 in Lombard. She is the first Eagle Scout from Troop 117G who crossed over from a Cub Scout pack. Very impressive. Yay. Shea completed the ranks of Scout, Tenderfoot, Second Class, and First Class by October 2021 in just 20 months. She completed the ranks of Star and Life in the following 13 months. As with a lot of us, the pressure of high school was a formidable distraction for a Scout working their way to Eagle. However, through her perseverance and determination, she advanced to the rank of Eagle Scout on October 4th, 2025 at 16 years old. Throughout her time, Shea has earned a total of 38 merit badges, from archery and art to cooking and engineering, to wilderness survival and camping, to life-saving and home repairs, among many others. For Shea's award, she has earned the bronze, gold, and silver Eagle Palms for earning going above and beyond the required number of merit badges. She has also earned the recruitership, which she earned by recruiting an individual into the scouting program to share the joys that the scouting program has to offer. She also became an Order of the Arrow member by completing her ordeal. For Shea's leadership positions, as a first-class scout, she served as patrol leader and as senior patrol leader, continuing her service as senior patrol leader through Star and Life ranks. After her term as SPL, she took on the role of instructor, allowing her to teach others the skills she knows. She also served as quartermaster and scribe. In total, Shea has served her unit for 1,106 days while in a leadership position. In addition to that, Shea has been on staff for 3 Fires Council week-long National Youth Leadership Training course at Camp Big Tipper for 3 years in a row, and is now getting ready to serve as the Senior Patrol Leader for North Troop this upcoming 2026 course. If you haven't gone to NYLT yet, now is better of a time than ever. She was also a counselor at Camp Hiawatha in Michigan for their 5 weeks of summer camp, where she taught a variety of merit badge classes. Shea has over 80 nights of camping, from weekends campouts to week-long summer camps. Shea has over 50 hours of community service, from multiple visits to Feed My Starving Children, participating in multiple Eagle projects, shoveling snow away from fire hydrants on her own, participating in Veterans Day Honor Guard, removing invasive brush at Churchill Woods, and many other opportunities. And now, we would be honored to hear a few words from Vanessa Colhesi, Shea's former Scoutmaster. Please welcome her to the podium.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Colhesi, and I'm a former Scoutmaster for Troop 117G. There is one quality about Shea that not only garnered my respect as her Scoutmaster, but also presented me with a healthy challenge. And that is that Shea is an independent thinker. Shea was never one to follow the crowd. She thinks outside the box, she pushes the limits, but she did so in order to get the most out of an experience. If I had to choose one characteristic from the Scout Law to describe Shea, it would be brave, which I think is closely related to independence. Shea's bravery and independence took her to camps in other states, as you heard, including Jamboree, giving her the opportunity to meet Scouts from around the country and engage in activities different from those at CFL, Camp Big Timber, or Bear Paw. Shea's bravery and independence took her to NYLT, after which she used those skills that she learned to continue being a leader in Troop 117G. Speaking of leadership, Shea was one of my favorite senior patrol leaders when I was a Scoutmaster.
Oh, hear that, kids?
I could count on her unequivocally to follow through with tasks and to engage all the Scouts in the tasks at hand. Shea's bravery and independence made her one of the strongest yet youngest SPLs. Shea advanced in rank at her own pace, balancing the demands of the troop and earning merit badges with her love for and involvement with theater. Shea, you did it, you balanced it all, and you made it happen. You rose to the rank of Eagle Scout, and you are deserving of that high achievement. Congratulations, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Speaking now for the Downer family, please welcome Mr. Downer to the podium.
Yeah. Don't be alarmed, I just got a call from the Mission Barbecue people. JB, they're screwing it up. All right. Shea, I had a long time to think about this. I'm not gonna joke, okay? I want to thank everybody for taking the time to come. I've been thinking about how long I've been involved in scouting, I think 15, 16 years. When did you start? 7? That's a lot of scout meetings, weekend events, sewing patches, a lot of time looking for the neckerchief slides, and eventually buying a handful just in case. It's a lot of camping, overnight, week-long, hot, freezing. So I'd like to say a special thank you to the person who invented the queen-size inflatable mattress. Right?
You only use that.
What's that?
You're the only one who uses
I am the only one who uses it. This past Monday night, I was asked to participate in a couple of Scout Board of Reviews at Shea's Scout meeting. The Scout who we were reviewing, she walked in and I noticed that her patch had a different troop number on it. So I asked her as to what's with the new different troop number. And she had said that it was her brother's shirt. She couldn't find her other shirt, she just grabbed that one. Well, one of the other parents there doing the reviewing said, oh, you must be from the Dragon Patrol. And me and it was Dave Cook, we kind of looked at like, what does that mean? And he explained that a lot of the scouts, when they're this tall, the parents end up taking them to all the events. And that's how Shea got involved. When we had to go to Pierce's events or his meetings, Shea was in tow. So when they allowed girls to come in, she was 100% in. shortly before she graduated from Weeblo to Scouts, I got a text message from, I'll say it, Troop 140, saying, you're gonna have to look for another troop because we're not allowing girls. All right. But we found 117. Vanessa created an atmosphere of teamwork, loyalty, caring, encouragement, and a lot of pushing. Hands down, the girls' troop is much more motivated to succeed, to advance, to attain goals. So our gratitude to Vanessa and Heather for their sacrifice and leadership. Here's where I'm gonna lose it, okay? Here's where I'm gonna lose it. One of the requirements of being for Eagle is that she had to ask for recommendation letters from people who know her. These letters are written, and the person writing the letter has to ask themselves, how does Shea live by the Scout law? So I got the right one, Jill got the right one, I forget who else, I think Vanessa did. So she was 14 when she sent these letters out. They've been sitting for 2 years, unopened. They don't open these letters up until the Eagle Board of Review, and once they are read by the people reviewing, they're destroyed. So we don't know what was said in those letters. I will say what I wrote. We did camping at Bear Paw, and we went to Kentucky. We did that 2 years in a row, right? Well, at Camp Crooked Creek in Kentucky, they have a dining hall. And that year they had changed food service. So this company would come in and cook all the food. And when I say it was crappy, am I exaggerating?
I don't remember.
It was horrible. And it's a good thing I had a truck and I could go to McDonald's in the morning. But if anybody knows me from camping, I always bring a cooler full of lunch meat, snacks, pop, everything. I just be prepared, right? One day, Shea was walking back from the flags or whatever, and she noticed a scout sitting at the amphitheater by himself, and she recognized that the kid was having a problem. After talking with him, turns out the kid was lonely, he was hungry, he wasn't eating. Of course, she invited him back to our camp and fed him. Stop it. What?
Trying to ease it up.
Trying to ease it up, yeah. That to me made all this worth it. So if that is all we got out of scouting, is getting a kid who recognizes when someone is suffering, a kid who is caring, who shows empathy towards others, and is there to offer assistance without being asked. Then it was worth it.
You want a Kleenex there?
No, I got my sleeve.
Thank you, Mr. Down.
Okay, Jill, now it's your turn.
Speaking for Troop 117G, please welcome Scoutmaster Heather Knight to the podium.
I don't think I'm gonna cry, but
I've never seen him cry.
Okay. That's very sweet.
I cry at all the commercials around Super Bowl.
That's not much football.
No?
Okay, so Shea, persistence, balance, teaching, leadership, growth. All of these words describe Shea and her journey as a scout. Every scout's journey to Eagle is unique, which is a beautiful part of a self-driven program. Shea was the first female scout to cross over from a Cub Scout pack to Troop 117G in the spring of 2020. Her first year of scouting at the BSA level was done through the lens of COVID. She completed requirements over videos and persisted despite the challenge of not having a typical experience. My first memories of working with Shea, outside of a Kinsey building event where everyone was so bundled up that I didn't know who, was when she was elected as SPL and when she helped teach the reptiles and amphibians merit badge. As the troop SPL, Shea worked hard to make meetings productive and yet fun. She took NYLT to become a stronger leader and applied what she learned to help others become better. She found a balance between having high standards and seizing moments. She helped teach the troop the reptile and amphibians merit badge and shared her joy of caring for her animals. As SPL, she learned the value of making tough decisions as a leader. Shea progressed through ranks and leadership opportunities quickly because she was driven to make progress. She worked hard to plan and carry out her Eagle project before she started high school. She had heard stories about how high school is a busy time, and she positioned herself to complete as much as she could before getting there. The start of high school and beyond is why I am the most proud of Shea. I remember talking with her at a campout in the fall of her freshman year. She was seeking to find a balance between her class load, her desire to be in the theater program, and her desire to keep up with scouts. It wasn't easy, and there were definitely some bumps in the road, but these were more like opportunities for growth in the end. It was during this time that Shea found creative ways to grow as a person and as a leader. Her theater experience has given her the confidence to be herself, to work with others, and to take direction from others, even when it is challenging. As an NYLT staff member, Shea worked with other youth to lead and teach scouts skills and values. This takes planning, commitment, patience, and willingness to put others first. As a camp counselor, Shea continued to teach scouts and make their experience positive and to plan for the sake of others. While Shea was dedicating her time to the growth of others, she also needed to find time to finish her remaining Eagle merit badges. It took planning, communication, and persistence to finish what she had started. In order to make this happen, she needed to lead herself. This final step towards the rank of Eagle gave Shea the opportunity to apply an important tool that will carry her through many aspects of life. Shea is persistent. Shea has found balance in her life. Shea is a teacher. Shea is a leader. Shea has grown as a scout and as a person. Congratulations, Shea, on your amazing journey and accomplishment as an Eagle Scout. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Knight. Please join me in welcoming our guest speaker, Mr. James J.B. Blankshane, Post Commander of the VFW.
I got the longest walk coming up. Thank you. Congratulations, Shea. Got all these notes here. Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for all being here. Can I have the scouts please stand? We can recognize all the scouts here. Okay. Thank you. I was asked here to speak because the person who was going to speak had to bow out. So if you find my speech boring and you fall asleep, I'll understand. Please try not to snore though, okay? My name is Jim Blankshane, and I'm the commander of the Post VFW, Post 2801. And it's an honor for us to make this presentation. We're here to pay tribute to Shea, who achieved being Eagle Scout. Congratulations. As a person who grew up on the south side of Chicago, I never knew what a scout represented or what they did. We had no scouts that I was aware of. We had no Indian princesses or any other organized activities, with the exception of baseball and a few other sports, and they were all male-oriented. It wasn't until later in my life that I did realize the wonderful work that the Scouts do. I still don't understand the Girl Scout, Boy Scout things. Last year I was at a fish fry, which the Boy Scouts helped us out at, and I had called somebody a Girl Scout, and the mother immediately told me, they're not Girl Scouts, they're just Scouts. Well, call me old-fashioned, but I can't picture myself buying Scout cookies. They're Girl Scout cookies. As a VFW post, we have had many Eagle Scouts come through our doors. It's so gratifying to see what these young men and women achieved in such a short time in their lives. With strong legs and a big heart, they have created projects for our post to help beautify it. So where does this drive and leadership come from? It's their upbringing, their parents. You taught them young how to respect people. They say ma'am and they say sir to their elders, not because they're old, but out of respect. If they see someone sitting by themselves in the cafeteria, they ask them to join them. A father once said to his son, "Be careful where you walk in your life." His response was that he should be careful because he wanted to walk in his father's footsteps. Leadership is like a road in the country where there has never been one. But when many people follow the leader, they walk on it and it becomes a road. As leaders, we all make mistakes. How we recover from them is a mark of a great leader. I hope you will all use your experience as Scouts later in life. Put it on your resume when you get into the workforce. You see, employers look for leaders, and you already have that as Scouts. Once again, Shea, congratulations and good luck to you. Thank you for your time. And I'd like to present this certification to Shea.
Thanks, JB.
You're welcome. And I didn't do Mission Barbecue.
Thank you. Now I'm going to read off the obligations of an Eagle Scout. Becoming an Eagle Scout is a great accomplishment. Being an Eagle Scout is a great responsibility. The Scout oath and law take on a new meaning. The motto and slogan take on new urgency. The Eagle's first obligation is to live with honor. She is marked as a leader, for good or ill. People will follow the example she sets. She would sooner give up anything than her reputation and good name. As Shakespeare said, "Mine honor is my life, both grow in one. Take honor from me, and my life is done." The white of the Eagle badge represents honor. The second obligation of an Eagle Scout is to be loyal. As a follower, she is promised to be loyal to those above her. Now, as a leader, she must also be loyal to those below her, treating them as she would want to be treated. And she must be loyal to her ideals, not letting others sway her from her course. The blue of the Eagle badge represents loyalty. The Eagle Scout's third obligation is to be courageous. Stepping into her new role as a leader, she will face many challenges and obstacles. A ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are for. The Eagle must have the courage to do what is right, no matter what other people do or say. The red of the Eagle Scout badge represents courage. The fourth obligation of an Eagle Scout is to serve others. For a leader is above all a servant. The practice of the daily good turn leads the Eagle to a lifetime of service. She knows that only in giving herself does she give anything of value. The Eagle badge represents. The scroll on her badge represents service. The final obligation of an Eagle Scout is to have vision. As a leader, she must now blaze her own trail. Much as a bald eagle soaring high above the ground can look far into the distance, so too the Eagle Scout must look far into the future. Many people will follow her. Only with vision will she lead them in the right direction.
What's a vision?
What future success looks like for you. That's from NYLT. You should take it. The silver eagle hanging from her badge reminds the Eagle Scout of vision. These then are the obligations of the Eagle Scout: honor, loyalty, courage, service, and vision. With these qualities, she can lead her troop, her community, and her nation toward a better tomorrow. I would now like to ask Scoutmaster Heather Knight back onto the podium to administer the Eagle Charge, and please welcome Shea's brother Pierce to the podium to assist. Pierce is an Eagle Scout from Troop 140 in Lombard, Illinois, and a former counselor at Camp Freeland Leslie in Oxford, Wisconsin.
The Eagle Charge. Sorry, I'm short. Shea, as you stand here today before your family, friends, and peers, your time as a scout is mostly behind you. You have 1.5 years of high school left, and you have begun thinking about and planning for college and are already thinking about where life will take you. So if I were to talk to you about merit badges and service projects and living by the Scout Oath and the Scout Law, you might as well say, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. The lessons you learned in scouting will mean more, not less, in the years to come. Let's start with merit badges. When you worked on merit badges, you explored topics you may have known nothing about at first. You had to learn the basics, master the skills, and perhaps most importantly, motivate yourself to finish. Well, guess what? College classes are just like that. So are hobbies. And so will be your first job. People who are stuck in the high school mode, who need teachers and parents to motivate them, or who aren't interested in mastering skills, rarely lead exciting, fulfilling lives. Those who approach life as a series of merit badges live life to the fullest. I challenge you to approach life that way and to earn all the badges you can. So what about service projects? The skills you learned in carrying out your Eagle project may help you handle major projects in college and career. Most importantly, however, the satisfaction you felt in completing your project should spur you on to greater acts of service. Your country and your community need you to make a difference, to be a contributor to society, not just a consumer. I challenge you to make your Eagle project the first of many that you complete. And finally, the Scout Oath and Law. As a child, you got your values from your parents as well as your time in Scouts. I don't have to tell you that college is not like that, and that's one reason so many college students falter. As an old country song said, you have to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. In adulthood, your values have to come from within. You long ago memorized the words of the Oath and Law. I challenge you to live these words out,
to use them as a compass that guides your thoughts and actions in the years to come. So that's my challenge to you. Learn all you can, serve all the time, and always live by the Scout oath and law. Welcome to the Fellowship of Eagle Scouts.
Shea, as your court of honor began today, you joined with your fellow scouts in repeating the Scout oath. Now you will stand among other Eagles and repeat a new oath, the Eagle Scout promise. Though the words you say are similar to those you've said so many times before, today they will be more to you than they ever have. I'd like all Eagle Scouts in the audience at this time to come forward and to rededicate themselves by placing their hands on Shea's back and repeating the Eagle Scout promise with her. So, any Eagle Scouts can come up now. You can all place your hands on Shea's back, and then make the Scout sign and repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance.
I reaffirm my allegiance
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout.
the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout.
On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example.
On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example.
My rank and my influence count strongly for better scouting
My rank and my influence count strongly for better scouting
and for better citizenship in my troop, in my community, and in my contacts with other people.
for better citizenship in my troop, in my community,
And my contacts with other people. To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
Eagle Scouts, you may now take your seats.
Heather Knight will, please welcome Heather Knight for the presentation of the Eagle rank. Would the Eagle candidates' parents please come forward?
Pierce, will you do the honors? The family has provided a custom-made slide to Shea that commemorates past adventures and future adventures. It is a 5 million year old fossilized juvenile megalodon shark tooth. Okay, Pierce, will you now please pin the Eagle medal onto Shea? Shea, in recognition of your mother's devotion, will you please present her with this Eagle Mother's pin?
Now you got two complete sets.
In recognition of your father's leadership of your family, please present him with the Eagle Father's pin.
Be careful next time. She'll know that she has a pointy thing.
With each 5 merit badges earned above the minimum 21 required merit badges, an Eagle Scout earns an Eagle Palm. By earning an incredible 38 merit badges, Shea has earned 3 Eagle Palms, whereby we have presented on her medal her silver palm. Each silver palm represents earning 3 individual palms, so they are on her merit badge.
What are you looking for?
The seal,
What?
the certificate, the real, here.
There is no.
Oh, I know, I'm looking forward to this. So, and finally, I present you with this unofficial, real imitation Eagle Scout certificate until the real one arrives. So I'm going to give you a piece of paper. There you go. This was the hat that Shea would have worn at her crossover from Cub Scouts into BSA. So we're going to make it official here. You can drop the paper. It is, we gotta stand up for this part. It is my pleasure and privilege to pronounce you an Eagle Scout. May the oath you have taken remain true in your heart. This is Eagle Scout Shea Downer.
Can we sit down, Aiden?
Sure. You may be seated.
Jill wants to recite a poem.
All right. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Shea Downer. She has some things to say.
I do. There have been people in my scouting journey that have helped me and influenced me. I would like to recognize and present them each with a mentor pin. There are 6 in total, so I'm going to keep the speeches very short, very sweet. I would like to present the first pin to the first Scoutmaster I had, Mrs. Classy. She was a significant part of my scouting career for her persistence in allowing everyone the same opportunity and drive to reach their goals. She helped me continue with my scouting journey.
You have a lot, yeah. Well deserved.
Along with Mrs. Gillespie, I had another Scoutmaster push me to complete my goals and reach my vision of Eagle. Once I began high school, it was complicated to stick to scouting and keep an education on top of clubs. Thanks to Mrs. Knight, she has been working alongside me to help me reach my vision.
Picture?
Reaching Eagle is as important as the day I became a scout. I always have looked up to my brother, who has been part of the reason I wanted to become a scout. I went to troop meetings before I was old enough to officially join, like many sisters whose brothers have been involved in scouting. Without my brother, I don't believe I would even be aware of the opportunities that I would have within scouting. I have a mentor pin for you.
You want a picture of us?
Yes. So I guess you want a tattoo too now, your medal?
No. As As I look back on my journey, a huge influence on my scouting career has been NYLT. I've made a lot of friends and connections, and I've learned a lot about myself. I'm so grateful to be involved in NYLT, and I feel that I may not have grown as a person without this course. I wish I could present this pin to the course as a whole, but I decided to present it to an adult leader who represents the characteristics of a leader. Keith.
Picture.
In my participant year at NYLT, I made a friend who's been a role model to me and also a key part of my scouting career. He knows how to be a leader and has led me to strive to become my own leader. I know in the future that he will become a mentor to many future Eagle Scouts and will continue to make a difference within the scouting community. All right, Aiden.
Is that your first one, Aiden? Yeah. Shea.
I was forced to write this one. My last mentor pin is for my father. He has been supporting me and supported my brother in our scouting journey. He drove us to meetings and joined us in our campouts. He bought our uniforms and sewed every patch. He set us up for success and was always proud when we completed a goal. Without my dad, I don't think I would be able to be given the opportunity to have a scouting journey. I think you deserve Eagle Scout too sometimes.
You did it twice. Oh, it has to be on this side someplace. Ow!
That one never gets old.
Picture.
Thank you, Aiden, for emceeing. Thank you, Color Guard. Where'd they go? Oh, Elle and Sophia, they're already ready. Thank you, Mrs. Gillespie and Mrs. Knight. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for this shindig. Thank you, Pierce. A special thank you to Commander JB, and thank you all for taking the time to attend. Aiden, you want to come back up?
Of course. Will the audience please rise? Color Guard, attention. Color Guard, forward march. Color Guard, halt. Color Guard, prepare to retrieve the colors. Color Guard, retrieve the colors. Color Guard, halt. Color Guard at ease. Audience, please enjoy our food.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our ceremony. The family has provided Mission Barbecue for all. We ask that our guest speaker, Commander Blanche, be allowed first in line.